Okay, so this is my grandma's Lokelani rose bush, and this is the flower of Maui, the flower used in the lei for Maui. And for these, it's just like picking any regular flower, go to the base of the stem that you see right there, and then just cut it with like scissors or whatever you have. And then you can always clean it later and take off some of the leaves if you want to, but for now, just pick it like this. And then here is another one, just right at the stem, pick it. So okay, if some of those leaves fall off. So what you can also do is pick some of the buds, if not all of the flowers are out yet, expanded. You can pick buds because they'd also look cute in your lei. There's a few more. Here's one.
Yeah, much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. That one's stemmed kind of short, but. Okay, so I'm making the Lokelani Lei, and first, this lei is a vivi lei, so you're going to wrap around the stem. So you should clean off your flowers first, just so you have place to actually wrap on the stem and not have like leaves in the way. But leave some, because then it'll make it a little bit more bulky instead of just the flower itself. So once you're done cleaning, then you can get into tying your base to the rope. So today I'm actually not making my lei pure Lokelani Lei because we don't have enough flowers to do that. We have a limited amount. So I'm using lots of fillers like ferns, pretty much, yeah. Like ferns and some tea leaves and maybe a little bit of other pink from another flower. So for these type of ferns, what you want to do is you want to just break them into sections like about an inch, 2 inches, yeah, 2 inches, and break them like that, so then you can just put them into the lei that way. For the pull-up fern, which a lot of people have just in their yards, it can also be used as a filler. You can just pick off the leaves from the actual stem because they're big enough where you can just fold them in half most of the time and just put them in so it kind of sticks up like that. Okay, so now I am just stripping the tea leaf like this. So you just come to the base, I'll show it one more time, and you just strip it off into strips like that, and you can put that into your lei. So I'll show one more time, you just come to the base, you just rip a hole with your nail, and strip it up, and then pull it down. It's pretty simple, and then just do that with as much of the tea leaf as you can use. And you can have different colors of tea leaf, like you can have reds or green, whatever you have, and it's a really good filler as well. So here's some other colors that I have. The little red ones that will kind of look nicely with the Lokelani. So when you do your tea leaf filling, you should cut off the stem part of the tea leaf, like these parts, because they don't go into the lei and they make it kind of like the pieces really, really long. So just go through and cut those off like that. I'm using the banana stump for backing again in this video instead of raffia, and what you do is just tie a simple square knot like this. Right over left, and then you're good. Okay, so I'm starting off with some tea leaf for my backing, and I just folded 3 pieces in half, and then I put them together in like a little pattern like that, and then I'm just wrapping twice again, like regular, because this is vivi style lei. 1, 2, like that. Then they look like that.
Lei aloha.
show how I'm putting some of these extra like fill-ins in. So for tea leaf, you just fold it so it's kind of like a loop, and then you just place it right on there, and then you put 2. But another way you can do the tea leaf filling is you can fold it like not just in half, but kind of, here, let me show you, in like a different way. So like you fold it in half, but then like you bring this part around so it has a little bit more shape than just being like flat like that one that I just put in. So it kind of makes it look a little bit better. And then for some of this fern, I'm putting like these ones, I'm just taking 2 and I'm kind of putting them together like that across each other, and then I'm just putting them up against it and putting 2. But also for this kind of fern, because it's just like little fronds, I pick off like 3 of them, and then I lie them on top of each other, see? And kind of spread them out a little bit, and then just fold it in half so it's kind of like that, and then just put it up there and wrap around. And I'm just putting my roses in kind of really sparsely, as you can see so far, because I don't have that many. So I put like filling, rose, kind of like that. And I'm also beginning to use a little bit of raffia because it's a good, really big filler. It's really fat, so it fills more space than something else would. Okay, so now I'm just going to tie this off and trim everything else because I'm finished now. I've finished it. So this is just like I'm doing BB again, so it's just really simple tie off. You bring it over, but you make a loop, you leave there, and then you pull it through. Oops. And then you pull that tight. And you want to do that a few times just to make sure that it's good and it's not going to fall out, because that would not be good. So push it through. Just a regular kind knot. I'll do it one more time to be safe. So that. Then you can see that's all tight there, and I can let it go and it doesn't fall apart anymore, which is good. So now I'm just going to go through and trim all of this unnecessary parts off. So this I want to leave because I'm going to tie it behind my head with that. So I leave that to the side. I can cut off this extra backing, so I don't need that anymore. And then I can also cut off all of this extra stem right here, but not too close, but you don't want it to like fall apart or anything. That's probably good, like that. So it just looks a lot cleaner that way. And then I go through and cut off all of this extra raffia where I tied on more raffia, because you don't have one strand that's long enough to make this whole lei. I probably tied on like 10 strands and all. So like this, just cutting them all off, making it a little bit cleaner, clean it up. You can even cut off some of these leaves are a little bit they're sticking out too far, so I'm like, just cut those off. Let's see what else. There's some right here. There's actually a lot. I don't have many, but you can also cut out any like outer lying stems that you don't really want to just stick out everywhere in your face, and any leaves that are doing that too. I only had one, but sometimes people have more than that, so you know, actually one more right there. And then now I can actually tie this onto my head. It's best if you tie it onto your head, because then it stays, you want it right at forehead level, and then it's just tie a bow in the back, because that's easiest to get it off and readjust.